Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that is a long intro, Mike. I forgot how long
Yo,
that
honestly,
intro
it's
was.
great though. It's great though. I love it.
Yo, all right.
Are you listening? Yo,
are you listening? So, welcome, boxing fans around the world, to another episode of the Friday Night Panel featuring Mike Gore and myself, Grumpy Graham. We're here to talk about a couple of.
Wow, when did that one come into effect?
You've never heard that one.
Something?
You've never heard that one before, Mike?
No, I haven't. I like
yeah, Grumpy Graham is a classic. Anyway, we're here to talk about three fights in particular, unless you've got some other special ones to make note of. One, the big one going down in Jersey tonight, featuring Chris Stevenson, who, as we all know, got stripped of his belts, but who cares? He's still going to fight anyway. He's going up to 135, and we've got two big fights going on in Manchester and Nottingham tomorrow night. So where do you want to start, Mike? Where do you want to start?
Let's Stevenson, since it's the biggest topic right now.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So we all know, we've all heard Stevenson, 18-0 with 9 KOs. He's returning, but unfortunately lost his belts on the scale, tipping in at, what was it, 131.6?
Yeah. 1 pound 0.06 overweight.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He is making that switch up to 135. So let's be real. He physically is unable to make 130 now. We know that.
Physically unable. Yeah. You mature, your body gets bigger, and I mean, he's ready. He is ready, by the way, as you know, to go up to 135. And he's
definitely.
Definitely. So no argument there. The question is to you: is he going to beat this guy from Brazil, Canseco? Is he going to beat him?
Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. It's going to be quick. I think he's going to come out like he does. He's going to get in there and just open him up quick. It's going to be fast paced. He's ready to do it, man. Like Stevenson, following a career best performance in April over Oscar Valdez. He unified the two junior lightweight titles in that near shutout over 12 rounds, and then vaulted up to pound for pound rankings. Stevenson, the former lightweight world champion, won the WBO junior lightweight strap last October with that knockout over long reigning champion Jamal Herring in 18 professional fights since capturing a silver medal at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Stevenson has lost a small handful of rounds, establishing himself as the sport's premier defensive practitioner. With that southpaw style comes back. We get to see it, man. I can't wait to watch him in the ring, man. And then Canseco, he made history as Brazil's first Olympic boxing gold medalist, turning pro under the top-ranked banner less than 3 months after the 2016 Rio Games. He entered the Valdez last fight last September with a 16-0 record, but the odds makers gave him little shot at dethroning the champion, just like tonight.
Yep.
Right. You got the odds open up there. What is it looking at for tonight?
Shakur Stevenson. Oh my God, you're not gonna make a dime. I'm telling you, if you're betting on Shakur Stevenson, you've got. It's not even funny. It is funny actually. Robson Canseco is such an underdog. It's not even funny. Like you would have to. Well, we'd be better spending. Okay, no. I was about to say you'd be better spending your money on Keyshawn Davis, but no, he's even a bigger favorite than Shakur Stevenson, and they're on the same cards. Yeah. So I'm sitting there looking at that, going, "There's no money to be made." I mean, these guys are going to kill their opponents.
Yeah.
I put that in air brackets, guys. They're gonna handily win their respective bouts. There are some other good fighters though on those cards.
Definitely.
Henry LeBlanc and Andy Vences. That's up in the air. That's a close one. One who's heavily favored on that card, Bruce Carrington. I know you featured him before.
Shushu, our man Shushu. I've already talked to him. I've already talked to him about this upcoming fight this weekend, and he tells me that he's coming back for that knockout of the week award.
Can you believe what? Sorry about this. Can you believe what Carl's saying?
What's he saying now?
My God. Okay, listen. This is the ongoing story of the heavyweights. Okay, you know Matty Harris is battling this weekend, right?
Yep.
Matty Harris. Okay, how big is he? He's big boy, right?
Yeah, 6'8", 6'9".
Okay, so he's comparable to our favorite Jared Anderson, but I'm telling you, those are two heavyweights they're going to make a splash within the next year and absolutely dethrone older, crunchier guys like Dillian White and Joe Joyce. We can talk about Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker later on in the show, but the point of the matter is do British heavyweights rule right now? No. First of all, the British heavyweights all got started when Mr. Lewis decided to step across the pond, leave Canada, and so at the end of the day, if it wasn't for Lennox Lewis stepping across the pond, the heavyweights wouldn't even be talked about. I mean, forever. And I wish Tim Witherspoon was here because he would back me up on this one. The heavyweights were controlled by the Americans forever, up until Mike Tyson, I guess. Yeah. Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyway, I'm laughing at your comments there, Carl, because no. As soon as and you said it last week, Carl, it's all about hype. So I'm agreeing with you. It's all about hype. So once you get guys, Matty Harris, Big Baby Anderson, once you guys get those guys across the pond and demolishing your top 8, okay, the heavyweight division is North American once again.
Look at Carl. He stepped across the pond having arrived from London.
Let's go back just for fun. Let's go back and review the history of Lennox Lewis. Okay, poor little kid. Originally parents from Jamaica, brought up in Toronto, outside of Toronto, a small little town called Brampton. Gets trained by the best of the best here in Ontario. Wins gold for Canada at the Olympics. Okay. Realizes, however, under the reign of terror by
Ken Hayashi,
which we've all talked about. Okay. So Ken Hayashi decided to kibosh boxing here. So Lennox Lewis had no choice but to go to somewhere else. Where was he going to go to? He went to his parents' place in England, fought for England for a bit and simply dominated the heavyweight division for quite a while.
Yeah.
But the story is it's born in Canada. It was bred in Canada. It brings Canada forward, much like the Canadian soccer team this year. Sorry, football team is going to dominate.
I'm already going to see what Carl's next comment is going to be. Okay, born in Canada, bred in Canada, refined in England. That's exactly what he's going to say. Carl, you don't even have to type it, buddy. I already know what you were going to say. Don't worry.
Anyway, we know for a fact. We know there he is. We know.
I was trying to get on for like 10 minutes. I was listening to y'all.
We were waiting. Do you remember me saying, I wish Tim Witherspoon was here?
Yeah, I heard you saying that. I was trying to get on. I just came from the gym. Tonight we need to get some. Hey,
there you go. So you've heard us talk about the heavyweights, okay? You've heard us talk about Lennox Lewis coming via. Okay, yes, he was born in England and all that kind of stuff, but he was trained in Canada. He won gold for Canada at the Olympics. He went back over to England and dominated the heavyweight division for a while. That was good for him. But the point of the matter is now we're seeing a transition from the hype-based conglomerate that is England with respect to the heavyweights, transitioning back to North America. And although Matty Harris may or may not have been born in England, who cares? At the end of the day, we're seeing a lot of heavyweights come out of America right now and dominate the heavyweight division. And I'm saying, I'm calling it. I'm saying, this is me. Within the next year, you're going to see North American heavyweights dominate that division because there's been a clog at the top end for too long. You're going to see it tomorrow night. Joe Joyce. What do you guys think? I think Joe Joyce is actually going to win tomorrow night.
Let me really quick.
Yeah, go for it, Tim.
Yeah, Joe Joyce is fighting from
Parker.
He's fighting Parker.
Yeah.
Parker pretty strong now. I'm not taking nothing from Joey Joyce. I'm not taking nothing. Shania, get this phone quick. I'm not taking nothing from Joey Joyce.
Right.
But I think he lackadaisical. I think Parker is stronger and sharper. And I've seen them both fight. And I think Joey Joyce need a little bit more. I really would pick Parker for going tomorrow.
Wow, that's cool. I don't like Parker's style personally. I like Joe Joyce's style.
Joey Joyce, I don't think he really talented. He's just big and tall, and he's not drop. He's not drop. I ain't seen him fight in the last. I seen him fight maybe 2 fights ago, but he never changed. I'm not taking nothing from him, but no, I think
me neither. Is he undefeated?
I think so, right?
He is. He's 14-0 with 13 knockouts, and he currently holds the WBO International, the WBC Silver, and Commonwealth Heavyweight titles. In his last fight, he defeated Christian Hammer in a 4th-round stoppage. In the other corner, Parker, who is 30-2 with 21 KOs, he's boasting a 6-fight win streak leading into this bout, and is hungry to reestablish himself as the top fighter in the WBO category.
Right.
Having previously held that belt in 2016 following a victory over Andy Ruiz.
Right.
Right. So
they're fighting for WBO rankings, basically, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But when they face Big Baby Anderson, either one of them is going to go down.
Well, these guys, like you got to remember this too, right? These guys are up there in age, man.
Yeah,
Parker pretty tough though. Parker pretty tough.
Parker's tough, and Joyce got a late start, right? Like Joe Joyce, he's 36 years old. He's fighting the clock, right? Yeah. And that's a lot of things that people are saying that for Joyce to, continue on this reign and continue on the way that he's going, he's got to be super busy because, he could age out. He could age out before he really gets to see those big fights, which is a concern.
I really didn't see too much in really Joyce. I'm not taking none from him, but I just really didn't see boom. But he's big and he's strong. Parker is more active and moves a little bit more than Joe Joyce. But in every new fight, some boxers bring new stuff, and you might not see that. You might not have a son before and say, "Wow, where'd that come from?" You might see that in Joyce. You never know.
Right. So this is a good one. Boxer CEO and founder Ben Shalom, he's got this one put on. This fight was a long time in the making. Parker realized he had nowhere else to go and eventually had to take this fight. Number 1 versus number 2. The winner goes on to fight for the world title. We knew this was going to happen. So both these guys are going to be prepared for this fight, and it's going to make for some great boxing. Definitely going to be a heavy-handed brawl between these two beasts of a man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the problem is it won't solve who is the best heavyweight in the world. It won't solve that issue for us right now.
No.
And right now, as long as Tyson Fury continues to maintain that, I might find this guy, I might fight this guy.
Well, now I've heard that he's in talks. He's in talks right now for the undisputed. He wants Usyk. I've heard talk. He wants to.
Now keep it down. Now wasn't he trying to fight Joshua?
Yeah, he was trying to fight Joshua for no apparent reason. But now there's talks about him fighting Usyk. And there's talks going on about him undisputing the championship, which I don't give a shit. I hope that happens because I want to see it. We haven't had an undisputed champion since since Lennox Lewis, man. We haven't had an undisputed champion since the 4-belt era. And I believe that boxing needs this. And I believe the heavyweights need this because the heavyweights have not been so, they've kind of been lackluster in the hype train, man. Like I remember, back in the day, it was all about the heavyweights. Oh, what heavyweights are fighting? This heavyweight's fighting. There was always a big heavyweight match going on, and that hype is no longer there. And these younger guys with the smaller weight classes are winning those hype trains, man. The younger weights, man, the 130s, 35s, 40, 45, 7s, like all those guys, the welters, the super feathers, all that crap. It's more exciting.
It might be exciting for the actual fan, but when it comes down to, shall we say, the promo, and you referred to it earlier as the hype job, quite frankly, the heavyweight division is always the glamour division, quite frankly. It's the one that gets the most talked about in the media. So when Tyson Fury decides to get off his, soapbox and decide to actually fight someone, I'd like to see him fight Usyk. I think he'll beat Usyk. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I think Joshua's had his time. I've said this before on the show. I've heard enough about Eddie Hearn.
All he needed is somebody to help him with his skills and build his heart up. It's still not over. It's still not over for some of these guys. Dylan White, he got. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
that's okay.
Dylan White kept getting hit with uppercut. All you need is somebody to teach you to stop getting hit with the uppercut.
Right.
Anthony Joshua need defense and a couple other things. Deontay Wilder definitely need defense and the jab. This is all these guys need. These guys need is little things. Tyson Fury is skeptical of his defense because he always jump back a lot. See Tyson. I'm making a video with them on YouTube. But Tyson Fury is okay. He'll step back, then come forward. So instead of stepping back, he should throw his hands up and counter. But if you notice, Tyson Fury always step back. He's a big, tall man with long arms. All he got to do, and these guys, there's nobody teaching them. Stand your ground. Boom. Catch it. Bam. Right from there. Bam. Catch the shot. Leave your defense like this and stay in that pocket.
Yeah.
So if you watch the video, Tyson Fury steps back. He doesn't have a good defense either. I'm just figuring out.
That's why he's been on the mat. He leaves his chin out too much. He's too tall, right? So when
all four of them went down. Something wrong, right?
Yeah,
Mike?
Yeah, there's something wrong. Yeah, there's something wrong. There's
something wrong, Graham. They all four or five of those guys went on the canvas 2 or 3 times during the fight. Something wrong.
Yes.
Carl says Joshua beats Anderson easily, mismatch. Listen, Jared Anderson is still young. He's still green behind the ears. He's coming up the right way. When he is ready to take Joshua, I don't think Joshua has it anymore, man.
My point has always been why give Joshua another chance? Joshua's had the chance.
He didn't really get hurt. He really didn't get hurt. No, he really didn't get no real hard knockout. And when he lost on points. He still have it. I keep on saying it. It's the person behind them teaching them. You could bring them right back.
He needs somebody. He needs somebody to light a fire under his ass and get those hands going. That's all he needs, man. I've never seen in the last 2 outings that I've seen.
He never got beat up bad.
I seen Anthony Joshua. I see a mentally defeated man. That's what I see. I see a man that's been mentally defeated, who is having trouble finding his way back.
You don't have nobody teaching him the knowledge that gives you the confidence. If I knew this guy can't hit me, if I know he can't hit me, that's confidence. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no confidence because you're getting hit. Like I said, all of them went down in the canvas. Tyson Fury is about the only one, him and Dylan White, that got the heart to get up and fight back, and really fight you back. But that's what you lose confidence when you don't have confidence in your corner and your team, and you're losing. You don't have nobody to come in and help. Yeah, am I bidding for some to help one of them? I'm just saying, yeah, I will help some of them guys. That's the key. I'm telling you. And I'm surprised the management don't even come in. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
The management and the promoter don't come in and say, "Look, man, I don't like the way he throwing that throwing that left hook or his defense. We got to get somebody in to help him." Eddie Hearns and them are not thinking about that. They thinking about the big money fights and being the big promoter. But they got to think about the boxers too. Don King did it. Butch Lou did it. Lou Duva, all of them. If them trainers didn't do the right thing, they'd be in there, but they'd get somebody in there to help. That's the problem. I'm telling you, Joshua shouldn't be looking like that. Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be looking like that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I seen him on the video the other day. I seem to think they're watching some of the stuff we put on YouTube because he started to change a little. No, wait a minute, serious. My marketing director called me and said, "Hey, man, I think Deontay Wilder and I'm looking at some of the stuff you're doing because he's trying to hair slip. He was slip here. You don't see him doing stuff like this. You don't see him blocking, throwing hooks. You know what I'm saying? You think him doing this." I'm not making I'm not making fun, but it's the truth. Yeah. All they need is somebody in there to help them do the job. That's the old school way, man.
And having said that, Tim, a big shout out to Boxing Elite and your friend Greg, who gave you a good promo plug this week.
Greg, thank you. Yeah, that was beautiful. It's a shame
it really was.
Is eating me and all they have to do is teach these guys. I just came from the gym showing young people how to do this stuff. Showing young people. And and they love it. Showing young people how to do this.
Right.
And man, the legacy is down the drain.
Yeah.
It's not over. It's not over. And if you don't know how to box or know what to do, you'll think something else. But people like us that really know, you kind of like know it, you call it like it is. They need some education because that'll give you confidence. If you learn how to do something, you'll be confident in that test when the teacher give you that test. Oh, I know how to do this. But if you don't, you're gonna be all over the place. The water, you could take the horse to the water. If you don't drink it, then he's gonna pass away. That's it, man. It's so easy with these guys, but they just don't know, man. They just don't know. Well, I hope the division. Go ahead.
I was just going to mention a quick couple of shout outs to the women who are boxing tomorrow night. Amanda Serrano is going up against Sarah Mahfoud.
Who I profiled today on the show.
This is really? Ice-T. This is Ice-T.
Yeah, sure.
No, it's Ice-T.
And Hannah Rankin, one of our favorites. She's going up against Terry Harper. And so it's a couple good women, 4 women I just mentioned, who you got to give the guys a shout out because quite frankly, they're battling hard and training hard. And I really look forward to the results of those matches. I really do. Because we can talk all day long about the heavyweights, and we do. But the women are really moving up in terms of popularity, in terms of increasing exposure of boxing to a wider audience around the world. And it's really great to see. And, girls like Sarah Mahfoud, many of our fans who are listening to us right now probably don't know that name, but she's undefeated. And,
she's from Denmark.
And so she's
Denmark.
From Denmark. She's ranked number 1 out of Denmark. She's sporting an undefeated record.
Yeah.
And she's
undefeated. She undefeated.
Yeah, she's undefeated.
Was all her fights in Denmark?
No, not all of them.
Okay.
Well, she's Denmark, Sweden. She's been around that area.
Yeah.
But you know what? She's earned a shot at Amanda Serrano. Yep. Amanda Serrano is coming off that loss. That loss, and maybe she's mentally not in the right spot. Maybe this girl can capitalize on it. We'll see. But you know what? Nonetheless, she's going to bring her A game, and you know what? Good luck to her, man.
I'm pretty sure Amanda dropped a few pounds to get this fight. So
I believe so. But Amanda Amanda did look good. She's looking good, man. So
yeah.
I
And
want to shout out to Carl. He's going to be at the Rankin Harper fight. Media section.
oh, really? Good,
Yeah,
good for
man.
Carl.
So, honestly, hey, shout out to you, Carl. That was great pictures of you rubbing shoulders with Eddie Hearn and
Yeah, I saw that too.
Monte. Yo, did you ask him how long he's been growing the dreads?
Yeah.
That would be the first question I'd ask him.
Yeah,
Is he the announcer? He's the announcer, right?
The announcer. Carl did tell me that he was chatting boxing with Eddie Hearn for a few minutes, and we've got some great things in store for us in the future. So excellent. I just want to touch on it before we stop talking about this one is the Shakur Stevenson fight. Guys, if you wanna watch this, it is on ESPN Plus. You'd be able to see this no problem. Guys, remember what the card is. It starts at 10 p.m. That's Stevenson, Kinsale. We got Keyshawn Davis is on this card. Henley LeBron. We got Bruce Shushu Carrington, Pablo Valdez, Jahai Tucker, Orlando Gonzalez, Floyd Diaz, and Anton Cobb. These guys are all hot prospects coming up. So definitely this card is going to trump the card that I want to just touch base on and just give everybody, a once over of who's on this one. This one is out of Grand Oasis Arena in Mexico. This one is headed up by Christopher Lopez versus Alejandro Gonzalez. Another great night of full Mexican fighters, guys. There's a lot of up-and-comers that I've been watching come up out of there, and this is a night of guys that are looking to keep that undefeated. So if you want to watch this, guys, or at least record it, definitely. It's Christopher Pulo Lopez, who is 15-0, is taking on Alejandro Diaz, who is 11-4-2, and this one is for the WBC regional title. Right. So it's going to be some good ones. This one gets started tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it's at least gives you an hour. It'll give you an hour before the Shakur Stevenson card starts. So definitely check that one out.
I'm surprised Tim isn't driving his car across to New Jersey to see that fight.
Forget that Tim's a celebrity. Somebody should have picked his ass up already.
Where's the fight at? Where's the fight at? Atlantic City?
They're in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, Newark. That's like an hour and a half away.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah. Atlantic City is only like an hour away. No, so Newark is like almost to New York, so that would be an hour, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it's across the river from New York City. So
yes,
yeah. So, but there's some good fights coming up in Philadelphia. You've got some good promoters down there, good young promoters who are putting on some good fights at the is it called the 2400 arena?
20-something arena,
2400, something like that. Point of the matter is, there's some good fights coming up in Philadelphia. You should be going there and talking to these young guys, because there's a lot of good fighters coming in to Philadelphia to fight. And
when is Boots Ennis going to fight again? I seen him like 3 or 4 times in the last month.
He is a champ.
I know. You know what? He pops up on my radar all the time when I'm scrolling, and he's looking pretty good, man. He's looking like he's getting warmed up and ready in that gym. So
yeah,
it's looking like we're gonna see him soon enough. I wanted to touch on it. I know we talked about Joe Joyce, Joseph Parker, big card. We got Ika Usman on there, and Samuel Antwi, Amanda Serrano, Sarah Muford, Nathan Haney. We got all these good names coming up on this one. Yep. But guys, we can't forget, we got the Maxie Hughes Kid Galahad card for the IBO World Light. This is the one with Hannah Rankin, Terry Harper. We got Solomon DeCares, Chevron Clark, Rion Dixon. There's a bunch of young up and comers on this one too. Definitely.
Let me say something quickly before you guys chime in with your professional comments here. Originally, as you know, Lee Wood was supposed to headline that, and he was supposed to fight Maurizio Lara.
Yeah.
Lara's camp came out and said he's faking his injury. He's lying about his injury. His camp has not said anything to our camp about what causes injury to his bicep, and still to this day, I've not heard anything out of Lee Wood's camp as to really whether or not that was an injury he sustained during sparring, or whether it's just how do you say it? A reason for him to backtrack and get out the fight. But anyway, Kid Galahad, Maxie Hughes, looking good. It's a good fight.
The last time somebody told me that they got knocked out. No,
Really?
I'm saying I made an injury. I knocked Quick Tillers out in the first round. He I didn't mean to cut you off. We got in the elevator. He's calling me all kind of names. He said, "You punk! I know you ain't want to fight me." First round. Yup. He was saying that I was faking, but I was hurt. Go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
No. I was just mentioning that Mauricio's Lara, their camp, had accused Lee Wood of, I'm not saying faking, literally lying. I mean, they've issued a press release saying they think Lee Wood lied about his injury to get out the fight. And the odd thing is, Lee Wood's managers have not responded, have not said, no, here's the doctor's results. They've not. So it's a very peculiar, and I wouldn't think for a minute that Lee Wood would back out of a fight. He's too good of a fighter to do that.
No.
So, but there's a bit of a weirdness going on there, to be blunt.
I think the accusation, their camp is probably saying, you know what, the accusation is so ludicrous, we're not even going to respond to it. Is probably what it is. They don't care. He's going to get in the ring. You know, like he's going to get back in the ring after he heals, and you know what, he'll shut everybody up then. You know, why would he fake an injury? You know, with the wins that he's coming off of, and you know, the trajectory that he's going, why even take it? Why risk it? You know what I mean? Why risk lying about something like that? There's no point.
Right.
It makes no sense.
Right. I don't understand it, but the undercard is strong enough to attract a great audience nonetheless.
Oh yeah, well, like look at Maximus, 25 2-2 with 5 KOs.
Yeah,
he's undefeated since November of 2019.
Yep.
You know, landed that IBO crown with a shutout points win over dangerous Mexican Giovanni Stafford in September. Yep. You know, Galahad will be looking to return. You know, he's 22 with 17 KOs, man. He wants those winning ways again, man, up that lightweight ladder. You know, he's suffering a shock knockout loss to Spanish veteran Kiko Martinez in what was supposed to be a routine maiden defense of his IBF title, and in November, and it didn't work out like that. So, but this stacked undercard, man, we got Terry Harper. She's 12-1-1 with 6 KOs. She's leaping up in weight to challenge Scotland's Hannah Rankin, who's 12-5 with 3 KOs for her IBO and WBA Super Welter world titles in this intriguing England versus Scotland clash. And you know, former IBO and WBC super featherweight world champion Harper lost her titles at the hands of the USA's Alicia Baumgardner on the undercard of Galahad versus Martinez last year, before landing the WBA Intercontinental Lightweight title against Yamila Belin in March. So, you know, Rankin captured gold by decision against Maria Lindbergh over 10 rounds at the Tottenham Hotspur FBC Banquet Hall in November of 2021, before defending her belt against Alejandra Alia at the SSC Hydro Glasgow. We all know how that one turned out, right?
Right.
So
right.
That's crazy. But what I'm looking forward to is, honestly, the Birmingham heavyweight prospect Solomon Decaire, who's 4-0 with 1 KO, is taking on Dominic.
Sorry, did you mention another heavyweight?
Yeah, buddies. Yeah, this one's from Birmingham. Prospect.
Birmingham, England. England.
Solomon Decaire, who's 4-0.
Yeah.
Sporting, you know, won by knockout. He's taking on Dominic Ekenlade, who's 9-3-1 with 4 KOs over 10 rounds. Former Team GB Olympian Siobhan Clark, 2-0 with 2 KOs, looks to maintain his perfect start to life in the cruiserweight division against Argentina's Marcos Karolitsky, who's 7-5-2 with 2 KOs. So yeah, you know what? It's unfortunate we don't get to see Lee Wood, but you know what? That card's sporting enough good fighters on it where it's
So quick question, Mike. Who do you got?
Who do I got?
Hannah Rankin or Terry Harper? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm sticking with my girl, man, Hannah. I gotta take my girl, Hannah Rankin.
She is the underdog.
Yo, she's a bassoonist.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. She's a bassoonist.
What's that mean?
She plays an instrument called the bassoon.
She plays a massive
instrument.
She plays an instrument, and she is a highly decorated bassoonist. She is not, she's not just picking it up to pick it up. She knows how to play. Definitely
interesting. That's interesting.
I gotta stick with my girl Hannah, man. We've had her on the show before. She's definitely a fan of us, and we're a fan of her. And,
I think I'm picking Hannah Rankin to literally knock out Terry Harper.
I'd like to see. I know Terry Harper is coming up in weight for this, and I'm kind of curious to see how she's gonna look at this weight. Terry Harper is no slouch.
Nope.
Definitely,
she might be stronger. She might be stronger.
This is the thing, right? This is the thing. She might find that she fights better at this weight. It is a super close fight, and honestly, it could go either way. I'm sticking with my girl Hannah, and I think Terry is going. I think she's going to impress, man. I think this heavier weight might do her some good.
No, you can't come up 3 weight classes and actually attempt to crush someone like Hannah Rankin. Hannah Rankin is too brutal. She showed that last year or earlier this year versus the Mexican Aya. She put her in hospital. I think the kid's still in hospital.
If she ain't in hospital, she ain't eating right.
No, I mean she's eating through a straw right now. The point of the matter is Hannah Rankin's out for blood, and she's not going to take Terry Harper seriously at all. She's going to dominate in the first round. Watch. Anyway, what are the other fights on that card?
On that card, we also have we got Solomon
Essa Ukuman, right? He's on that card too.
Who?
Is Essa Ukuman on the card?
No, that is the Joe Joyce card.
He's on the undercard up in Manchester.
Yeah, Ika Usman. Guys, be on the watch out for this guy. Wow, he's taking on Samuel Entwi, and this one's for the British welter and the Commonwealth. So this one's looking pretty good. I can't wait to see this one. Actually, I haven't seen this guy in a while. And then I almost forgot about her man. Michael Magnesi is on this one, taking on Anthony. Oh wow, I almost forgot that he's on this card, guys. Be on the lookout for this match. This one's going to do well. Michael Magnesi, he's 21-0, looking to stay undefeated.
How many knockouts?
How many knockouts? He's scoring 13 out of his 21 wins.
Knockouts.
13 wins by way of knockout.
He's got some power.
Yo, this Italian, this 5'6", wow, you know what I mean? He's now ranked number 24 out of 1,633 in the world in this division. So, 21-0, 13 KOs. Kid's only 27 years old. He's got his career still ahead of him. He's got lots of years left, and definitely Usman. Though, I'm super excited to see this guy back in the ring, man.
Yeah,
Usman's a monster. I like watching the way this kid fights. Definitely very explosive. Definitely has that finish ability, which we like, right? He does have that finish ability, but he is he is a technical boxer, man. He does know how to box.
We don't like to leave it in the hands of the judges. We like to see a knockout.
I like to see people get slumped. Slumped, sleeping, not knowing where they are.
And you know what?
I like seeing it when the refs waking them up, being like, "Hey, do you know where you are? Hey, you're at the fight. Hey, you're laying on the ring. You're not in your bed yet. No, that's right. Here, hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hey, let me sit you up on the chair now. By the way, you just get your shit knocked. I like that shit."
So we got some good fights going on. We got Newark and New Jersey putting on a good fight tonight. We've got 2 fights, one in Nottingham, one in Manchester tomorrow night.
Yeah.
There's probably fights going on around the world. And we got boxing is on the upswing. I got to say, the more I'm seeing in terms of young people, they've flipped back around, quite frankly, from from watching wrestling way back in the day to the UFC type fighters wrestling and grappling all greased up on the floor.
How's the
Boxing's
McKenna brothers doing? How's the
boxing's
McKenna
come
brothers
back
doing?
around.
Them guys from Ireland. It's the
I
McKenna,
haven't
right?
really heard much.
No.
Talking about the McKenna brothers.
No, not no. You're close. I
They
think
tall.
I think they're going down to Australia for some reason.
It's like 3 of them, right? 2 or 3.
Oh, let me have a quick think here because I was just mentioning them on the news program the other day.
Okay.
Some great fighters out of Ireland. Always some great fighters out of Ireland, as Mike knows. But
Go ahead,
Mike,
Mike.
yeah, Mike being from Ireland, that's where his brethren are from.
Yeah.
He knows
Chucky R. You know what that mean, right?
Yeah. We got great fighters coming up. The Donovan brothers, man. That's who you got to be watching out for. Paddy Donovan and his brother.
Anyway, there's some great fights coming up in Belfast.
Yeah.
As always, they've got some great promoters.
Yeah, man.
Some great young people coming out of both. Well, look at Katie Taylor, although not from Belfast. But the point of the matter is she has a great team behind her. She's supported by Matchroom, and I will say that's the one good call that Eddie Hearn's made in terms of supporting women in the ring. But at the end of the day, what I was saying earlier is you've got a lot of guys who are clogging up certain weight divisions because they won't fight. Take a look at Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. How long has it taken to get those guys in the ring? Like those guys should have been in the ring months ago, and yet they're still yapping about how much they're worth. It's about time. It's about time that some of these gentlemen, stop relying on their managers and or matchmakers and or promoters and just started saying, I'm going to jump in the ring with this guy, period. Anyway, I digress. But the point of the matter is we've got some good fights coming up this weekend. We're going to be glued to our TVs and our large screens and taking a look at some really good fighters. And Mike, you've mentioned a lot of great guys on the undercards and a lot of great gals on the undercards. And that's what we're really looking forward to is great fights, great outcomes, great results, fair results. I'm sick and tired of seeing unfair results courtesy of judges. I want to see, the fighters. I'm sure you guys do too. The fighters make those decisions clean and clear. Who won? Mike and I have been going out to local fights now that COVID's finished, and we've been seeing some great up and coming prospects in our hometown. So this is all good news for boxing, quite frankly. On a day-to-day basis, we're reporting on fighters from Africa, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana, a lot of great African fighters, not to mention Mexico, Latin America. These guys are churning, let alone the Philippines. Did I mention the Philippines? Every day we're getting results from fights taking place around the world that we are reporting on. And they're not being reported on NBC or ABC or Fox News, and certainly the BBC is not reporting on any of these foreign fighters either. And that's what we're all about. We're supporting fighters who are coming up from nowhere, because these guys, if there's one thing you can do, you can either play football with a little soccer ball and kick it around. Okay, that's how you think you're going to make your money, or put on a pair of boxing gloves and enter the ring. And quite frankly, what is the braver of the two sports? Exactly. So I'm simply saying boxing is growing in its popularity. You're seeing an awful lot of big paychecks being cut at the top level, for sure, without a doubt. And you're also seeing a lot of young entrepreneurs enter as promoters as well. So I really think that guys like Bob Arum, he's 90 something. Don King, he's 90 something. There once like I've been speaking to a lot of American promoters recently, and I can't believe how excited they are about their rosters about the young fighters coming up. So give the North American fighters a couple of years, including Jared Anderson. Give him a couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, these comments are funny, man. Yo, shout out to Mr. P in the chat, man. Yeah, like Nottingham men in tights. Yo, telling, yo, are you kidding?
He's talking about Sherwood Forest.
Lee the Coward Wood is what he's saying.
WBA regular champ,
he's
not
chucking,
even
he's chucking a lot of crap here, man. Does see this? WBA regular champ, not even a real champ, is Wood.
I don't get it. But anyway.
No, you got to go back and read it, man. It's he's been going back and forth with Carl.
You said the WBE?
The WBA. The WBA.
Oh, WBA.
Yeah. Champ, not even a real champ, is Wood. A clown? What? He's been going back and forth in this chat for a while. It's pretty funny, actually. Well, you guys are reading. I just decided I had to.
Is Mr. P from Birmingham? Seriously? Because if Mr. P is from Birmingham, there's some great fights coming up in Birmingham.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So,
shout out to Mr. P. Yo, thanks for joining today, man.
Oh, look, we got someone else chiming in.
Here we go. Iman
Wood pulled out. So maybe there's some truth to the rumors.
Wow.
Maybe Mauricio.
Carl, you better start defending, brother. You better start defending, Carl.
Mr. P is correct.
No, Mr. P is correct. We hear this. Mr. P is correct. He dipped out. Wood never pulled out. Here we go. Here it is, guys. It's starting in the chats now. Feel free. Yes, he did. Well,
he did. Carl, he pulled out.
I don't think he did, man. I don't think
he did.
He did.
Do you want me to pull up the press release? He pulled out. He said he had a torn bicep, but his doctors couldn't confirm it.
I don't know about that one, man. I don't know.
I'm just saying. Like at the end of the day, it looks like Lee Wood pulled out.
Well, I don't.
Poor Lee.
I don't think you can believe that.
Anyway, let's not get hung up in Nottingham Forest, and
let's just remember. There's fights at 9 in Mexico today.
Yep.
While you're waiting for the fights at 10 to start,
right.
with Shakur Stevenson, who will not be fighting for the 130 belts because he was stripped of them on the scales on Thursday night for weighing in at 131.6 because he is physically unable to make 130. But you know what? He's going to come out and he's going to make sure that nobody gets those belts and he walks away with them.
Yeah.
He's going to walk away without them, and so is his opponent.
Now, I'm having a quick brain fart here. What is the next challenger up in 135? Who's he looking to go after at 135? Do you know?
No,
it was mentioned earlier today. I mean, do I really have to go to Boxing 247 or something? it was a relatively famous name, but the point matter is there's a lot of big money up there at the 135 range. There's
way more money at 135 than there is at 130. We all know that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's 135. I don't even know who, like, I can't even remember who's at 135 crown right now.
Okay, I got it. You guys keep talking. I'm going to dig this up.
Yeah, sorry, it's slipping my mind at the moment. So
all right. Hang on, I'll find it.
Well, let's see. 135. Gervonta. Gervonta's up there. The lightweight.
Really?
Yeah, Gervonta's number 1.
Shakur Stevenson.
There's Devin Haney, Maxie Hughes. Gervonta Davis. We got a bunch of guys up in that weight, man.
Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? Is it Devin Haney?
Yeah, it's probably Devin Haney.
Okay.
So it's
got to be Devin Haney or Gervonta, man. Both those guys.
There's a couple up there that's big money, and that's why I think Shakur Stevenson's not really worried about the 130 belts. He's not who's there? We got in the 130. You got Archie Sharp, Michael Magnesi,
Roger Gutierrez, like that's all we have. Joe Cordina, I think, is in the super feather as well. I'm pretty sure he's holding the IBF world. So there's way more money once you get up into that next weight class, man.
Right.
Maxie Hughes, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, Francisco Patera.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of there's a lot more money at stake right there. So,
and I think I'm guessing here, is Shakur Stevenson a top ranked boxer?
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, I believe he is. Yeah.
Oh well, in that case, okay, it makes even more sense. So it's Devin Haney, because I think Top Rank is also the promoter for Devin Haney.
Yeah. So it's a no-brainer, though. It's hundreds of thousands versus millions.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like,
and as Tim knows, making the millions is where it's at, right?
I guess so. I never seen it. I never seen the million, but that's exactly where it's at.
That's where it's at. And
in the lawsuit settlement, we made close to $1 million. I made close to that, but other than that,
really,
I should have made more than that when I bought.
Yeah.
Wish I was fighting now. Woo.
The money.
You know what I found out from reading that Facebook post? You have an awful lot of followers who are genuine, and you have an awful lot of followers who really believe in what you're talking about, and you keep on talking about it on our show. Defense is going to win you those battles, and there's an awful lot of fans of yours out there who are probably boxers, who are looking to you to give them that guidance. They probably don't realize that you're available as a trainer. They probably think you're so friggin' popular that they can't possibly reach you. I'm serious, Tim. Like,
we be doing it on YouTube. We be doing stuff on YouTube, but we be getting good feedback.
Good.
I'm loving this, guys. I'm loving this. Carl has invited Mr. P and Iman de Valera to come join him and argue face-to-face on Last Bell Boxing next Thursday at 7 p.m., guys. Ooh. So definitely you're going to want to check this out because you know what? Carl's tired of doing this through the chat, and he wants to do it face-to-face like real men do it, not trolling and talking crap on the sidebars like some of these guys out here do. But you know what? Iman says, he's no troll. He's down. He'll go live. You know what it is, man. Let's see it. I can't wait. So, guys, Last Bell Boxing. We're going to see this. Iman's got one, too, and he's inviting Carl to come join his, too. So, you know what? This is good. I'm glad you guys all met tonight. It's going to make for some great content to watch this week. So, yeah, man, guys, check it out. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Iman de Valera, please drop the link to your channel so we can watch Carl come on your show, too. We'd love to see that.
For sure. Anyway, listen, anything else to say? Because
other than, you know what I'm going to say? Happy birthday to my boy. He just turned 16 today.
He's 16 already?
16.
Wow.
16, 6'1", 200 pounds, 13 foot, man.
I remember going around on Halloween with that kid, man.
Yeah, wow. Man. Yeah. He's a big boy, so I just got to give him a shout out.
You talking about your son?
He's now 16. He's now he's now big, and he towers over me. Yeah. 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, just turned 16. He's wearing size 13 shoes. Yeah, so I'm taking him out for some robo sushi. Good for you. Definitely.
Did you enjoy your night at Moonshine last week, Tim?
I caught that. I caught that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. We got Tim in a fine moment.
Yeah, definitely. So you know what
happened?
Boxing
when you were at Moonshine
what
last
happened?
Week. Nothing happened. That's what I'm saying.
Moonshine. How did that go?
It went amazing. I mean,
how did that go?
Once we had your sound issues, it went amazing. We had a lot of views. Yeah, because everyone was seeing you in your normal kind of fun, friendly state, and you were still reporting on boxing. You supposed to be having fun with your friends, but you took the time out to
I
talk
appreciate that.
with us on Talking Friday.
Down the
Yeah, man.
street.
That was awesome.
I was down the street. I was down the street from in the Irish neighborhood. Remember the Mummers? The Mummers?
The Mummers,
You know,
they still go on?
New Year's Eve, the Mummers, right? I was in
Yeah, I
their
know the
neighborhood.
Mummers.
That's where all the Mummers came
Wow.
from, the Irish people. I was down there in
Yeah.
their neighborhood, and my neighborhood was about 10 minutes away. But my school was right like about a half a block away, that school I went to. And that guy that owned the store, we played football together. He was a Jewish guy. He played football. I played football with him. And I knew that he was going to have a lot of businesses, because when we were in 6th and 5th grade, he's walking around with like a couple of hundred in his pocket. And I was like, what's this kid doing all this money? Everybody else got $0.25 and he walking around. Now he got his own place. For doing really good. His brother making money. And I should have followed him when I was little. He was always thinking business when his family had him, his mama, pop, and had him making money when he was little. He would pull out his pocket all the money when we was only in 6th grade, 7th grade. I'm like, where this kid getting all this money? His dad giving him. And later on, I found that they was all doing business, made sure their kids do that. So
okay, so here's where you have to balance off.
Pretty good.
Chopping wood?
Chopping wood.
Yeah, come on, Tim.
Chopping
Where's
wood?
that? Where's the money at, Tim? Chopping wood or running restaurants?
Running restaurants. Or you mean chopping wood, like being in sports and stuff, like in boxing?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
No,
I'm
but
asking you.
yeah, well,
I'm
I think
asking
the
you.
money's in
Yeah.
boxing and everything, but
Yeah,
restaurant is a hard job.
Very hard job.
Restaurant is a hard job.
And any of you guys got Disney Plus? You watch a great show out there called The Bear, and
I watched the new one, Mike, the unauthorized biography of Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How unauthorized is it? What was it show? Was it?
It actually takes.
I heard he didn't even get paid.
No, he didn't even get paid. Unauthorized, unaccredited. Like, it's called Mike. It's not called Tyson. It's called Mike. So, I believe it was 8 parts. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It brings up some of the controversial things that he faced throughout his career. The money losing, the rape charges.
So he can't do nothing about that. He can't do nothing about that.
No,
he served his time.
He did. But he can't
do nothing about that.
Doing that whole stage show, he was touring, doing that stage show, walking around just on the stage, telling his story and showing clips. Yeah, it's got a lot of that in it.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of that in it, and goes back to a lot of flashbacks. So, but you know what? Nonetheless, it's entertaining to watch. It's on Disney Plus. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out. I thought it was pretty funny, man.
Okay, cool.
Honestly, the guy who plays Tyson, he's kind of comical, man. Because he talks like this guy, and he's got the gold teeth, and they play it just like it. Yeah, it's pretty good. The guy that they cast has him pretty funny, man. So check it out if you guys haven't yet. Disney Plus, you can see it. It's called Mike.
I liked Mike Tyson as a fighter. I liked him more when he came on that show, The Hangover. That movie, that was brilliant, and I like him even more nowadays that he's in this really chill kind of relaxed space where he's giving some
a hell of a lot of weed.
But he's giving some real good advice.
I know,
like, he really is. Yes, we all know he smokes a lot of weed, but because he owns a weed company. But the reality is he's giving a lot of young kids a lot of really good advice. You know what not to do, what to do, and kids will listen to him. Why? Because they respect him.
That's true.
That's true. Well, guys, we're at that hour mark.
Wow,
remember
already? Wow.
Remember, 9:00, guys. You can check out the fights.
Fair enough.
While you're waiting to check out the fights at 10:00 tonight, Stevenson, you know what it is, guys.
How can we get that? How can we get that fight?
That one is on ESPN Plus, so you can easily watch that one. Check it out. You'll be able to watch.
And I'm pretty sure Mike has the mic link if you want to
there's the mic link that you can use. So
where you
Stevenson
get that
is
at?
on-
Where you get the mic link at?
Yo, Shania knows. Ask Shania that website that I gave you before. We won't say it over the internet, but there is one that we stream it from.
Hey, Shania, do you know how to get the mic link?
All right, see you guys.
All
Okay,
right.
you know how to get the mic link so we can watch the fights, right?
She knows the website. She knows the website.
She said no. She said no.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
I'll text you the website. As soon as she brings it up, she'll know exactly what to do. It's the same one that she went on before. You'll be able to see it. Guys out there who are watching around the world, thanks for tuning in. Remember, Shakur Stevenson tonight is on Fight TV plus ESPN Plus. That's 10 p.m. Eastern. And Lopez versus Diaz is on ProBoxTV.com. That one gets underway 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
And then we have the fights tomorrow, guys. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the Friday Night Panel. Tim, Graham, always a pleasure. Shout out to all the people who dropped comments today, man. It was booming. A couple of trollers in there from what Carl is saying. And watch out for them to come join Carl so he can talk to them face-to-face on his platform. Last Belt Boxing Thursdays at 7. Don't be
Nottingham versus the world.
Yeah, that's it, baby. That's it. You know what it is. It's your man Mike saying thanks for tuning in to this episode. We'll see you next week. Same time, same channel, new topics. We're out.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.